Some important news to some of my fellow brethren in the meat-eating community. Joe Biden does not actually want us all to eat only 4 pounds of meat a year. Let's put this up there on the screen from K-File, Andrew Kaczynski. There was a false meme that is being pushed that Joe Biden, the Democrats, as part of their climate thing, want to make Americans eat 90% less red meat based upon a publish that was before Biden even won the Democratic nomination. It doesn't actually have anything to do with Biden at all. It is not an official U.S. government proposal. Look, I get it. There actually is a conspiracy amongst Democratic elites. This is a joke. In order to make us eat less red meat. I saw there is a recipe site that did come out yesterday and said they would not be Epicurious, saying that they would not be putting out recipes on beef.
Fine.
So I'm calling for an official boycott of that site. All that being said, it is hilarious because Fox News had to run this correction segment. Let's take a listen.
On Friday, we told you about a study from the University of Michigan to give some perspective on President Biden's ambitious climate change goals. That research from 2020 found that cutting back how much red meat people eat would have a drastic impact on harmful greenhouse gas emissions. The data was accurate, but a graphic and a script incorrectly implied that it was part of Biden's plan for dealing with climate change. That is not the case.
Not the case.
Classy correction there from John Roberts, always a nice guy. This is important because a lot of the carnivore guys that I follow on Instagram have been all over this thing. They're like, screw you, Joe Biden. I'm eating steak. And listen, bros, I'm with you. I've been doing it the whole time, but like we don't have to rely on fake memes in order to spread the word. So there we go. Had to make sure that we get that correction.
There's a lot actually going on here.
There's a lot going on
because the obsession with meat has really taken off in the past couple of years. Like, remember the whole AOC eating a hamburger thing?
Oh, was that a thing?
There was like a whole scandal about AOC, but it wasn't even her. She wasn't even the one eating the hamburger. I think her aide was eating the hamburger. Well, then that's the other thing is I think there was first what happened is some unfinished draft of the Green New Deal was posted that said something about meat, and that freaked everybody out. It's been a whole thing. And then there was this sort of like whisper campaign during the presidential campaign that Joe Biden was going to turn us all into vegetarians, which is like, again, there is plenty to criticize Joe Biden about. We do it all the time here.
I know.
But this bears no relationship to like Joe Biden's going to make you a vegetarian. Do you know Joe Biden? I mean, the bigger problem with him is that he's not going to do enough, not that he's going to make you into a vegan. It's so crazy. But then the other part of this, and I think it was Josh Barrow maybe who made this point on Twitter yesterday that was like, look, guys, the Republicans are just going to invent some shit to demonize your policies, so you may as well just do what you actually want to do, because it's not like they're operating in good faith here. This graphic that spawned this particular meat freakout was initially published by the Daily Mail. Then it gets picked up by the whole conservative, and there's this just pipeline of conservative propaganda that just instantly spreads everywhere. Everything from Facebook memes and YouTubers to Fox News, the official channel of the Republican Party. So look, it's not like they're operating in good faith. They're just going to invent problems with the policies, so you may as well just go ahead and do what you want to do.
I saw a good counter to that, though, which was actually, though, it's important to push back on this stuff because it's fake, and most people know that it's fake.
Well,
and I actually think it's a pretty good point. Which
it is
that
important to counter.
Most people were like, I don't know. I mean, that seems pretty wrong. And I mean, look, like I said, I am some person who would be deeply sympathetic to this. And I was like, I don't know, man, like this sounds like bullshit. And it took like one click in order to find out that it was completely wrong.
But there are there's a lot of people out there who are easily swayed by, whatever they're living busy lives and they see this stuff and it's from somebody they trust. They're never going to see the correction.
True.
And so they just assume there's like this nefarious plot afoot. It's not a good state of affairs. It is important to counter.
It is important.
But it's also important to recognize like these people are not operating in good faith and going to just like actually criticize the merits of what you're truly trying to do.
Yeah, that's true. And it's just funny because like there is a vocal community online which does want us all to eat less meat, etc., which is slightly powerful, but I just don't think that will ever take any real hold in America. Like, this is America. It's just not going to happen. And it's just something where you should trust more in the ability of reasoned people to win out, especially in time-honored traditions and more like this. So that's just my 2 cents, even though I am sympathetic.
We probably should eat less meat, but there is no chance in hell that that's coming from an American president anytime soon. Is what I would say.
I don't think it should. All right.
More Rising for you after this.